chilling at my parents' house because you save a ton of money that way, and it's a totally underrated option.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm hoping they're getting close to ready to start here. I am ready for some more fantastic Smash action
Oh, definitely.
in between Celia and Mr. Taters. There's just still so many unknowns with these lower rounds, and like you just don't recognize names yet. Like once it gets to like Rayquaza versus Nebula, and it looks like we are going into it here.
Samus and a Marth going in. Mr. Taters as Samus and Ciela as Marth.
So I think this matchup's pretty close to even, just because if Marth gets Mr. Taters where he wants him, you can just be chilling right at that effective range and doing massive damage, whereas Samus is going to try to play that zone out game. Interesting thing is Marth and Lucina are tied for the fastest walk in the game, which gives you the power shielding option at a more ready disposal, which can help you combat that projectile wall. And like I'm saying here, we're seeing Celia be very pressure heavy and actually abusing that walk as well. I like the first hit up air approaches. And we will see just a nice forward air forcing off stage, and the tipper back air will do it. Only 45% on Celia.
That tipper, that tipper that Marth has makes it very hard for a zoning character like Samus, because Marth has harder times against characters that rush right in and get up close and personal. But when you have Samus, somebody who throws out a bunch of projectiles, has that Zair that covers such a long range.
Right.
It's going to be really hard for Taters to get any substantial gain.
I think
with
what we
Ciela having that tipper right where it is.
I think what we may need to see out of Taters is we may need to see like the ESAM style of Samus, where it's like very aggressive and very Zair and dash attack based. Because you're just like, you're right in that range, and Samus's dash attack is one of the best dash attacks in the game. It's very low end lag, and it's one of her best normals just because her normals are so weak.
It can combo into aerials, and not only that, it is a great mix-up tool, because depending on where you start it, you can either end it in front of or behind your opponent, which makes it easy to punish whatever their reaction is.
I liked Celia's patience back there. He actually waited for the roll forward and roll back, knowing that Samus's grab is fairly reactable just because it's so slow. Not getting too greedy for this kill. I'm liking this. Trying to play it out smart. Trying not to just probably trying to hold this stock. Not letting Mr. Taters get any type of kill confirm, which gives him no confidence going into game 2. You want to steal all the confidence away. Trying to land with that counter, not always the smartest option, but not going to get punished for it right there. And that charge shot going the wrong way for Taters.
And seeing Taters throwing out a lot of really, really powerful moves, hoping to just get lucky and nick something. But that's generally a sign of panic coming from a player who's at 152% on their last stock against.
Yeah, like this is tough. I saw a technique on Twitter. I don't know if Mr. Taters is familiar with this, but you can get the Shine Spark on virtually, yep, up throw is going to do it. You can get the Shine Spark on virtually any character by using the part of the up air, like you use falling up air, and if you get a specific hitbox, you can get that like first and last hit of the up B that you need for the Shine Spark. And you can get that on a more wide range of characters than the late hit dash attack. I watched Advo do that in person once to low 1. I will almost never forget that, because that was one of the first odd shots I ever got to commentate. I was so excited when it happened because Advo was so far down in that set. I believe it was game 5. He counterpicked to Duck Hunt back when Duck Hunt was still legal. This was like Holiday Heist 2. And we are back into this match here. Dreamland is the call. I think this is a very questionable choice for Taters because Fire Emblem characters do notoriously well on triplats.
And Dreamland has a particularly high ceiling. It's particularly difficult to kill off the top here. And
it's actually a little lower. The platforms are a little bit higher, so it seems deceptive.
Is it higher than Battlefield or lower than Battlefield?
It is.
Higher or lower?
It's lower, excuse me, yeah. So we're going to see those Dancing Blade approaches. Not necessarily the safest if you can effectively evade them. Uh-oh, footstool, but had to jump. Very smart from Celia, not burning too many resources. Gonna get a weak hit fair, trying to follow it up with another fair.
Taters throwing out a lot of unsafe options. grab that whiff, down tilt that whiff into a forward smash. We're seeing a lot of very laggy moves that Ciela is all too eager to punish.
I'm seeing a lot of down smash.
Oh,
That's very unfortunate. I'm seeing a lot of down smash, which is a very weak option. Samus's smashes are pretty weak, like as far as getting them connect and for them to work properly. Ciela doing a great job getting jab pressure, just going for a lot of the more safe options in neutral. And I'm loving this full hop pressure because he's just like, hey, you're just shooting out these missiles in charge shots and I can just full hop right over them. I'm gonna cover a great amount of ground and then hit you with an aerial because you're not like doing it and then immediately shielding because you're scared of my shield break and grab. And trying to go for the shield break right there. That would have been the stock.
Just in time.
And gonna get the weak hit shield breaker, waiting for the
get up with the grab.
Yeah, because basically I think Taters is having a hard time teching. So I think he's basically, Celia's got time and then like the roll in's a very questionable option. That's rough.
Oh yeah, that's a very common, it's a very common pick that a lot of players have.
And then Taters is not punishing Celia's aggression properly. That forward smash is gonna do it.
Those forward smashes.
Yeah, they're just kind of rogue, but he's at 110 still. This is a big mountain to climb.
Oh yeah.
And trying to just space out with that nair, almost catching him. And that tipper nair may have killed. That's actually deceptively strong. It's just not an option you see from Marth a lot. It's something you see out of Roy the most out of the Fire Emblem trio, is that first hit nair because Roy falls so fast and he can get better follow-ups off of it. And trying to chase down with that shield breaker, being very threatening. And we will see more just aerial pressure from Ciela. It's just been kind of his airspace. And I'm loving these B reverses, trying to be tricky, trying to catch him up, but not quite following it. Good stuff to Taters, and gonna get the, I believe that was a jab, and trying to just pressure, just continue to pressure. One thing we're seeing is we don't quite see like the great kill confirms out of Ciela that you see out of higher level Marths. That's something he's probably looking to add to his toolkit and trying to chase down with that up smash. Looking very formidable.